Number 3 coming up, which is risk investors should wait to buy rentals, wait until the house drop further, and then time the market later and then buy. We kind of covered a little bit about it already.
Did.
Most people, because they are so fearful, because they've been programmed and conditioned by so much of the doom and gloom negative headlines, they are paralyzed with fear, F.E.A.R, the core of our message today, and they are staying on the sideline. They are thinking, oh, I should wait until the price drop to 80%, or the price, people are so emotional. Most people, they think they want to wait until the housing price drop 100%, okay, before they buy. Asset will become zero. Instead of $500,000 today, they want to wait until the price become 10,000 or zero before they jump in. That is irrational. That is lack common sense. That is emotions taking over your fear inside your brain. Those investors out there. So, what are your thoughts? I think I'm being so.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say.
But go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I like that. I think we kind of need sort of a more direct, blunt sort of approach with the messaging, just because, yes, you've got your fearful brain and your logical brain, and there's a lot, there's a lot of headlines that can make people fearful. I mean, I've even fallen into the same trap. I'm not immune to it either, but then I have to wrestle myself back to reason and logic. And, I'm not a billionaire, not yet, right? But I listen to what billionaires say because they have more experience. Warren Buffett has been through more market cycles than I have, just because he is older than I am, and he's learned some things, right? As he has gone through, he's 91, he's gone through his 91-year career. And, when you were talking, Stevie, it made me think, it's like, well, I'm like, how does he say, what's that quote that he says? And it's like, when others are greedy, be fearful. And when others are fearful, be greedy. And if you really think about why would he say that? Why would Warren Buffett say that? Because he has learned in his career that when people are greedy, heats up the markets, right? Be fearful. But when people are fearful, then that is the time to execute your plan. So if it's worked for him, and I don't know what his net worth is right now, or his partner, Charlie Munger's, I know it's a lot more than mine and yours, and probably a lot of people here listening. So it would behoove us at this particular juncture in time, ending Q3 of 2022, entering Q4 of 2022, when there is so much fear. Do you want to be going with everybody else in that same direction? Or do you want to pivot, go in a different direction, and get a different result? And I'm in camp going in the different, I've always been in the camp of going in a different direction. It's the rebel in me. But I do think that it's true and it's real that people will wrestle with fear, guilty as charged. But I also go, you know what? This man who's a billionaire has said this. There's a reason why he said it. I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to pursue and continue to pursue building my real estate portfolio, regardless of what the interest rates are, because if it still works and it still cash flows, and I get the appreciation and the tax benefit and the benefit of leveraging my money, and the benefit of hedging my bet against inflation, that all still works. So that's why I would encourage you guys who is listening, and you're really trying to figure out where you fall on this, on this decision continuum of sit on the sideline or execute and become a landlord, become an owner of rental properties, and offer those rental properties to people who need housing. Then it just makes logical sense. Use the logical brain, not the emotional brain, because fear will it's that fear of missing out, right? The fear will keep you and will prevent you from doing the things that you need to do to create, preserve, and grow your net worth.
I totally concur, Maureen. So my take is, uh, don't let the blind leading the blind. Who are the blind? The blind or the news media, the mass media, the YouTubers out there that are they're if you listen to their recommendation, you're gonna go blind leading the blind. And also the herd mentality, the herd HERD, the herd mentality. Do not follow the herd because they are blinded. They are falling off the cliff and they don't even know it yet. They're the herd falling into the from the mountain into the bottom. The herd mentality, and also also be a contrarian investor. Well, most people, the mass media goes on the way, you go the other, the other 1%, the herd mentality. So
yeah, Warren Buffett's not going off the cliff. He's going in the opposite direction.
absolutely, absolutely.